What is up, guys and gals? That's right, today we're going to be covering AO. He was nerfed in the most recent update. We're going to cover what was changed about him that made him nerfed, and we're going to go over 3 simple tips and tricks now with the changed AO that'll maximize his gameplay, and you really won't notice too much of a difference. Here we go. The changes to AO go like this. AO was too weak in everything with no real weak points. Too strong in everything with no real weak points. We decreased the main gun's ammo to make each bullet much more important to touch, and we fixed the ultimate ability so it no longer chain damages characters, causing it to one-shot. We also increased the ability's cooldown by a little bit to help as well. Ren Goku, the primary weapon, decreased damage by 9%, decreased max ammo from 7 to 4. That's the hugest change. You're going to notice the whole thing. Ground Slam, can't touch enemies several times anymore. This was what was causing the one-shot and increased cooldown by 40%. So that last one's kind of the important thing. This is why he felt broken. His ground slam hit and had the ability to one-shot characters depending on where he was at on the map. Now, with that being said, let's get into tip number 1. Learn the projectile. AO has a very strange and unique projectile. It has travel, it is slow, but at the same time fast. If you compare him with other characters of this particular nature that have the huge splash radiuses, you will notice that AO's is a little bit faster than a lot of the characters that have the health and the projectile that he does, i.e. Genghis. However, he combines this with very high damage numbers, so learn how to hit those shots consistently and you will not be disappointed. Now let's get into tip number 2. Tip number 2 is ground slam with ceiling. If you ground slam somebody while they are in a little bunker, such as where I am right now, you can bounce them off the ceiling, causing additional damage. I do not know if this is intentional, but this seems to be the mechanic that AO has going for him. And it really does add up to a lot of damage very, very quickly. And it's something to keep in the back of your head that if you have the opportunity to get the additional damage and get the stun, do it. Now, tip number 3. Positioning. With the reduced health that he now has and the reload time being what it is, you have to play your positioning better now with the AO than you did before. So learn how to peek from angles and corners and learn how to use your third-person view, as it is really the best way to maximize your life with this new character. Now, with that being said, we're going to roll into a Street Fighter match. I'm going to give you my overall thoughts on the changes and where he sits now. And we are back. Now, AO. How do we want to start with this? I like AO. I liked AO when he came out. I did realize he was strong. He felt like Genghis 2.0 to me. I actually did a video on it. If you guys would like to see it, maybe I'll link it down below. But this card now still feels strong. He's not broken anymore. That's the difference between a good card and a great card. The thing with AO, while I love the idea they went for with him, he was too good. And by doing the changes that they now have done, they have balanced him out quite a bit, where he can still basically take anybody out with one full clip, but you have to be much more skilled in order to do it, and you can't rely on a busted ultimate ability to do it for you. This is a huge change, guys, whenever you come to a card like this, and overall, this is probably the best change on the entire update. The nerf of AO was needed and it was executed well. So good job on that one, Frag devs. Overall, guys, as far as the difference in feel for playstyle, you're not going to notice it too much except for whenever you have to reload a little sooner. And this is why you're going to have to learn how to play positioning a little better. While he is still a tanky boy, he does have the weakness now and have to be afraid of dying. And this is where he needed to be. This is how he should have came out of the box, in my personal opinion. Same situation. You want him to feel you want to have to feel a little bit of tenseness whenever you get in a fight, but you don't want to feel like you're just outgunned, and he is in an excellent spot for that right now. So overall, AO is going to be sitting at a high A tier for me, low S tier now, and honestly, this is probably a pretty good balance for this particular card now in the Frag Pro Shooter arena. Now, with that being said, let me know your thoughts on AO down below. Thank you, everybody who came. If you want to check out any of the changes to the other characters that I have done videos on so far, please check out any of the links that have been popping up in the top right, and there's 2 in the description down below. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Stay safe, and I will see you, Legends, next time. Bye-bye.